Hello everybody. Today is the last day of February. I didn't post a video yesterday because I really didn't want to, plain and simple. It comes with the best and the worst of doing a monthly, wasn't really a monthly challenge, but it was a monthly thing. I enjoyed it, getting out all the colors for later. Where is? That's not it either. And red. Alrighty. So, again, today's the last day of February? Yeah, anyway. There's an R in there that's silent. We just throw letters in. So how were my last 2 days, or my last 2 days? They were alright. I didn't get a whole lot done yesterday. I wanted to be absolutely lazy. Me and the puppy took a nap on the couch for a little bit. It was great. It's also something I need to get out of the habit of. But hey, at least it was nice. Alright. So, as I'm doing this, because it's the last day, I'm going to go through here and kind of review everything. Things that I liked, things that I didn't. I obviously already set up for March. So there are some things that I put in there that I didn't. Wow, there were some things that I carried over and some things that I didn't, or that I did but in a new way, that kind of thing. All in all, February was pretty good. Next month, here I'll flip over into next month somewhere. Okay, so this was my mood tracker for February. For March, this is how it's going to be. I have an AM and a PM, which is how I usually did it whenever I did a whole year. And then I stopped. Let's see, did I leave it in here? Because I can't remember. Yeah. As you can see, I left a whole lot out whenever I was doing that. So yeah, this will be my mood tracker for this time. I've got that up. Switch back over to here. So yeah, did I like how spaced out that this was? Not really. I mean, it's, you can easily see that there were a lot of good days, that I was happy a lot. Anywhere in between here. So, yeah. This I'm definitely carrying over. Really excited about it. I need to do it more. And my issue is that I do all of this stuff in the morning. Like right now, it's not even 8 o'clock in the morning yet. And I'm doing this whenever I think that it would be more beneficial for me to do this at night as I'm winding down. So, while this worked out really well, I feel like doing this later in the day would be more beneficial. So I have this set up, and like tonight, since today is the 28th and tomorrow's the 1st, I'll be filling out stuff that I need to do in here as usually before Ember goes to bed, after we have dinner, that kind of thing. So, I didn't put down any goals or what worked and what didn't. I will probably fill this out later. Just because the what didn't was mostly me. It was just the fact that I was doing this in the morning because nobody else is here and I didn't want to get interrupted with it. And, yeah. Alright. So next one, this was mostly for me. and I was pretty much on a path that led well anyway, but because I was doing this and I was doing it in the morning, this is where most of my struggles happen, is that if I do this in the morning, my computer's right here so I can edit, and then I just fall down the path of staying right here all day. And I don't get much done unless I really need to, like laundry and stuff like that. So, yeah, I haven't been well motivated this month. Yeah. But I do have this, I have this right here. So, it's just stuff that I'm gonna fill in. Most of it I already have in my, let me see, hold on. Let me put this right here so I can keep track. Most of this I have in here. I flip it to February because that's where all the stuff is at. But I have little note things that say, you know, what I should be putting where, that kind of thing. So yeah. Oh, gotta fill these in for more. Oh, my other things. Alright. So, because I set up a monthly intentions thing, which I'll get to. That was basically from me watching Cindy, who does Llama's love lettering and stuff like that. Kind of decided that I needed to put a monthly intentions, which is basically what I would like to get done in March. For me, that doesn't necessarily mean that I'll get it done. It's just stuff that I need to work on. I have, and I'll show you that I have more of a morning routine that doesn't consist of recording and then sitting here, and that's about it for the day. Yeah. So my idea, I guess, that I will show you guys, this is my basically to-dos are I need to finish the backsplash. I'll be writing more, which will be later in the day after I get some other stuff done. I need to finish my craft room. I need to get this all sorted out, all figured out. It needs to be clean. I need to start exercising because I used to work, so I used to move a lot more, and as it gets warmer, I will be able to, well, the monster puppy and I will be able to go outside and walk more, which will be great. And I need to, what I've set for myself, and I've set it up for 4 weeks because there are 4 main weeks, where it goes from Sunday to Saturday, however you follow or Monday to Sunday, however you follow your week. But either way, I need to at least get 30,000 steps in a week, which is completely possible because I did, last weekend, whenever I went to the parents' house, or the parents' RV, whatever you want to call it, I actually did 10,000 steps in one day. It's completely possible. It's just getting out there and doing it. And one of my main problems is that it's cold. It's been colder. I've had a couple of warm days, and my motivation is completely zapped because I just don't want to do it. Yeah, that's been about what that is. So hopefully I stick to those 2 things. I would really like to stick to them. It would be great. And then instead of doing this, while it was nice, it wasn't really my thing. I don't need to color a time bar for what I'm doing because it doesn't really work for me. I know that the time that Ember is at school is my time to do stuff. I already know that. I was mostly just doing it for the YouTube. So what I did, and this will be next week. Oh, huh. Okay. So what I did was I had this colored in and then I wrote on the back so it transferred over. Yay, Crayola. Anyway, so I've set it up for this for the 4th through the 10th. And I did a little bit more coloring and stuff. I kind of like how it looks. I like the background color. Just to emphasize that it's rainbow today, or not today, but this week coming up, which is the 1st through the 5th, is red, and then the 6th through the 10th is orange. So I'm doing every 5 days is going to be a different color of the rainbow. Like the 11th through the 15th will be yellow, 16th through the 20th will be green, so on and so forth. So yeah, and then this is basically how I'm going to track stuff. I need to get motivated to do things while my main motivation is to get back into the story that I'm writing because I would like to get it done this year. I also would like to focus on, being a more healthy human, I guess, in the sense of my body needs to be healthier, and I know that it does. So this is basically how I'm going to set up for the weeks. Again, this is a layout that is very similar to what Nerdy Teacher did on Instagram, and I will send a link to everybody again. But yeah, this is basically it, and this is how I'll start next week. I'm kind of excited about it. I did not put down I didn't put down the 1st or the 2nd. They're gonna be in here, like I'm going to journal in here, but I really don't have any big plans for them. I think that I'll put them in here because they're still part of the other week. But yeah, it's not anything too big, I suppose. They will be in here. I guess that I'm glad that I'm done on the 28th so that I don't have to hide what's on the other side of the sheet. But yeah, this is about it. This is the last day. So what I'm gonna do is start setting everything up here, and I will fast forward it and do all the stuff, and at the end we'll talk about it. Alright, so this is kind of just general stuff. I also have a stamping video to do in my Happy Planner Classic, so I will be doing that after I get this done. I know that Nate was folding clothes, but I don't know if he actually put them away, or if they're still in the dryer, or if it was just my imagination. So after I get the filming done, then I'll go and look. Also, because it's Friday, I need to wash all of Ember's school clothes, and all of our pajamas, and then, reset everything for the week coming up. So yeah, that's about it. Don't really have a whole lot to do. Kind of just taking it slow on the last day of the month. I'm excited for March. I'm ready for March. I am ready for warmer temperatures. I am done with it going 70, 40, 50, 50, 60, 30, 20, It was yesterday, it was, goodness, it was like 50 degrees in the morning. It was great. I put Ember in a light jacket, not knowing that by the time I picked her up at 3 o'clock, it was going to be 20 degrees, which was ridiculous. So yeah, that's that's kind of how that works. So, with it being the last day of February, please make sure to like and subscribe so that you can stick with me while we go into March and the other months. I will be setting up a schedule, probably posting it on the where people do their banners is where I'll be posting it. That way you guys can see really quickly when I'll be doing stuff. So I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. Today is finally Friday. I don't know what, is it Friday? No, it's Thursday. I totally messed that up. I thought that it was Friday. Wow, is it really Thursday? Yeah, it's Thursday. God, and I thought it was Friday. That sucks. That's okay, I can still do all this stuff. Ha. I need to change this around. I'll probably make a note in it later. Anyway, now that I've completely jacked up my whole week, I hope you guys have an awesome Thursday and a really good weekend.